Raccoon, what are you doing? Well, I read here that it's safe to microwave eggs. Yeah, no. Let's go out to eat. Let's go. Okay. Hello, I'm Raccoon, and today I'll be talking about childhood stories. So, when I was 3 apples tall, I had a friend, let's call her Angel, who lived with us. And because our parents had to work, my grandma, on my mom's side, would take care of us. Which leads us to this story. One day, my grandma was cleaning the entire house, and she let us watch TV. It was a cartoon that contained chickens. And, things about chickens, they lay eggs, and then they sit on them until they hatch. So naturally, we thought that we could get little chick pets if we sat on eggs from the fridge. We looked around, got some dollar store stools with the grids, and also fluffy pillows so the eggs wouldn't crack when we sat on them. Once that was set up, we were ready to get our eggs. I thought that my friend Angel didn't get an egg, so I got 2. And then I looked next to me, and the fridge was already closed, and she was holding one. So we had 3 eggs, but we only wanted 2 chicks. So I put the extra egg on the couch, just in case one of ours broke, and we sat on our eggs, no problem, continuing to watch our TV. And my poor grandma, she came back from cleaning the entire house and just wanted to rest on the couch. So she came into the living room, wanting to lay down, and the second I heard her lay down, I also heard. I can't help but notice this returning theme of eggs. It's cracking me up a bit. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let's change things up. So, when I was younger and old enough to eat by myself using utensils, my mom was the one responsible for plating our dishes. And for whatever reason, she would give me the exact same portions as her and my dad. So picture this, actually, don't picture it, I'll draw it for you. Someone who just learned to use utensils in front of a feast. The same feast from Spirited Away, and was told not to waste a single bite because there are starving children in the Philippines who would dream the amount of food that was left over. So I told her to mail my leftovers to my cousins, and she didn't like that. After a couple days of this, my dad told her to allow me to choose my own servings, and so I did. But since I was so used to the large portions she used to plate for me, I took a big portion, just like the days before. And that was the only time in my life where my dad had to sit down in front of me and watch me finish every single bite. Moving on to the next story. So you know how everybody has a childhood stuffed toy? I had one, and her name was Roku. She will be the main focus of today's video. So one day, I was feeling lonely within the 30 seconds of my parents not paying attention to me. So I had the absolute most brightest idea to throw Roku onto a high shelf. And then I left to tell my parents about the fact that Roku was missing. The stuffed toy I couldn't sleep without. The one I couldn't leave the house without. The one that wouldn't allow them their sanity if I didn't have. And that thing was missing. So obviously they panicked. And within that panic, I realized that I forgot that I was the one who put Roku on the shelf. And I forgot to tell them that. And I also forgot that I even put her on the shelf. In my head, she was now missing. So the very thing that my parents were worried about happened. 1 entire week of them not being able to sleep because I fought and cried without Roku. Until one day, my dad, the only person who was tall enough to get her, popped her head right in front of me in the bed, and I was so happy that I never did that again. And they made sure I never did that again. Thank you for watching my first full-time story, and I'll see you in the next one.